Defenders of Ardania is a tower defense game with a twist. The twist is that in addition to placing towers, defending yourself, you also have to send out units and try to take your opponent's base down, or take the towers down and clear a path for your units to take it down. Fans of the tower defense genre that start playing Defenders of Ardania, I think will be surprised about the impact that the offensive capabilities have. It sort of turns the game around a bit, because you can, of course, you need to have your towers in place, but you also need to play a bit of a meta game as you see what your opponent puts up. What tower does he have? What unit does he send? So there's more information going on. So it's both it's equal parts thinking and being quick with your reflexes to beat this game. The resource you use in Defenders of Ardania is mana. You build up, and that is, it replenishes over time, but you can also get extra if you accomplish certain tasks, like having units reach your enemy's stronghold. This resource is used to build towers, build units and send them out, and of course use spells. Spells add another dimension to Defenders of Ardania. They are expensive to cost, they are fairly powerful, but since they drain your mana a lot, you have to be careful when you use them. A really cool thing happens when your opponent thinks you're low on mana, sends some strong troops, and you blast them. Or you can really bolster your troops using spells to get through a passage that your opponent doesn't really suspect that your troops will survive, but you shield them and they go through. And when that happens, it's wonderful. But it's a sort of a two-edged sword, because if you get nervous or twitchy and just cast spells, you'll run out of mana and can't build towers and not send units, and you're in a bit of a pinch. Defenders of Ardania will be enjoyed by anybody who likes to spank their friends in a good RTS game, especially one where thinking and reflex is sort of equally important. It has a single player portion, which is really cool, where you learn the ropes, and I think a lot of people will have lots of fun, but it's in the multiplayer, I think, where it really shines, where you have a thinking, mean opponent that really want to hurt you. The biggest challenge of developing Defenders of Ardania has been balancing the three factions. You have the underworld factions, mostly undead and demons. You have a nature faction with a lot of beasts flying and on foot, and you have the civilized, which is elves, dwarves, and other good-natured folk like humans. And these, of course, have to feel different, play different, but since it's a tower defense game with a sort of rock, paper, scissors logic to it, each faction need to be able to do everything. They should have their character, and they do, but finding that character and making it come out in play has been hard work, but I think also rewarding work. It plays really well.
None shall pass.